Hello everyone, welcome to Coaster Hour, and today I will be giving my review of Joker, the RMC hybrid coaster at Six Flags Discovery Kingdom. I know I just created my first ever coaster review, but I thought I would make another one since the last coaster I reviewed was a clone model. Also, in the POV I will show, Joker runs slower than when I actually rode it, so keep that in mind. With all that said, let's dive straight into the review. The ride starts with a small left turn into some hills that don't really give any airtime, but they still give the coaster a bit more of a personality with their inclusion in the pre-lift section, which then leads into the lift hill. After going up the lift hill, you go down the first drop that actually was a lot better than I expected as I got ejected out of my seat, and toward the bottom there were some pretty solid forces. Then you go into the first inversion of the ride, which gives a little bit of hang time, which is then followed into a turn that is decently intense but nothing too special. After that, you go into my favorite inversion, which is a 0G stall that gives the best hang time of all the inversions, which is a great element. The next moment is an outer banked airtime hill, which I was expecting to be awesome and give some awesome ejector airtime, but unfortunately I only got some weak floater airtime out of it, making this one of the more disappointing elements on the ride. Then you take a weak and pretty forceless turn into the part of the ride that helps make Joker an incredible coaster. You go into two excellent ejector airtime hills that give some of the best airtime in California, which is followed by another kind of dull and weak turn that leads into another awesome element, a double down that once again provides terrific airtime. This is followed by a few more turns that lead into the final inversion of the ride, which is the barrel roll, which is actually pretty fun. Then you go into another turn into the last two ejector airtime hills that give some strong airtime that ends the ride in a strong and memorable way. The Joker excels at giving amazing airtime and also delivers some strong hang time. The layout of the ride, however, isn't the strongest as there seem to be too many turns that don't really add anything to the ride and are very forgettable, which also affects the pacing in a negative way. But still, Joker has enough awesome elements to become a terrific coaster. I only rode Joker once in the back row due to slow one-train ops, which was unfortunate, but I still figured I should review this coaster as it was running well when I went, which isn't always the case for some people. I also will note that I was actually fortunate enough to ride Roar in 2014, before it was converted into the Joker, and I must say that this is definitely an improvement over Roar, though Roar was actually a solid and fun GCI, so when I heard it was being converted, I was actually a little sad, but this is still an improvement. The entrance to the coaster resembles a funhouse, which is pretty cool, but unfortunately besides that there is no theming to be found, which was disappointing having ridden Joker at Six Flags Mexico, which had some fun surprises and fun house elements inside the entrance building. One other thing I did like about the coaster though was the green and purple track, which is in my opinion a great and unique color scheme for this coaster. So overall, though it definitely has its weak moments, the Joker is still an amazing roller coaster that has great inversions and incredible airtime that easily makes it the best coaster at Six Flags Discovery Kingdom, and so far my favorite coaster in Northern California, though it may not be for very long. For a rating, I'd give Joker a 9.25 out of 10. I wish I could have ridden this coaster at least 3 times or more when I went to Six Flags Discovery Kingdom, and I can see why this coaster is so great, even if it is my least favorite RMC so far. Since I can't really fit it into another video, I feel that it would be best if I gave my thoughts of the 3 other coasters I rode at Six Flags Discovery Kingdom during my last visit. For Medusa, the B&M Florida's coaster, it is one of my favorite B&M coasters that is quite intense, smooth, and great in both the front and back rows, as the back gives solid whip, while the front allows you to really feel the wind. For Kong, my first Vekoma SLC, I found it to be a little rough, but not that bad, and I even found some of the inversions to be a little fun, though this coaster isn't really that great. And lastly, Cobra, the Zero family coaster, and my 75th coaster credit, was extremely tame, though I love the Cobra at the front of the train, and you get to go around twice, which is pretty good for the younger ones, but this coaster is very skippable if you don't want to do all the coasters at Six Flags Discovery Kingdom. And that is all I have to say, so thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all next time here on Coaster Hour.